State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Ohio State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out,
wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it down the right side. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Get established in the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds and the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Max going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Finds a little space. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On 1st down. That's caught. It's Laporta. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has... receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Wisconsin is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been jumping around since the first whistle. They're up 14 over Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. The toss to the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And some room to work. Nice move to pick up yardage. works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Finds his tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job of playing physical by this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Laporta. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Makes the catch. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. 8th play of the drive coming up. Corners are going to bail. Back to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Got the back over the middle. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10, they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers that will leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On target to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. On the move, it's Laporta. Got the 1st down and more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's off. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. It's caught downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskers. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The extra point here would tie the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Old Dominion. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Laporta. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Catch in the middle. It's Laporta. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
43. Number 10, on to kick it away.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. On the run, it's Kane. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Good timing on the quick out. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown, Nebraska! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. An 84-yard drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Breaks into the open.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called. The clock hold the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Touchdown, Ohio